Welcome to this quick demo where I'm going to show you how easy it is to secure your agentic systems using Viberails, which we kind of think of like a firewall for agentic tool calls. You can use this personally on our free tier or across your whole team, centralizing configuration and control. I'm going to be demoing on my Mac, so to get started, we're just going to copy this bash command to our clipboard and go run it. If you're on a Windows machine, you can just toggle the widget in the lower left and get that specific installation command. Once that runs, we are presented with this menu that allows us to choose from several options. And since we are spinning something up from scratch, we are going to select initialize team, but if we were adding this data source to an existing team, we would just choose join team. After that, we can choose which way we want to authenticate. For this example, I'm going to be using the recommended Google Auth. Once authenticated, I'm going to select Create New Team. Then I will give it a name, and for this example, I'm just going to call it Demo. Next, I'm shown a list of agentic platforms that Viberails supports and which are detected on this system. As of now, we have support for Claude Code, Cursor, the Gemini CLI, OpenAI's Codex CLI, OpenCode, and everybody's new favorite, OpenClaw. For this example, I'm just going to select Claude Code. And there you go. Everything is set up and data should be flowing. If we read the message, it is just a reminder that any data collected through this system is your own and will not be sold, accessed, or monetized in any way by LimaCharlie. All telemetry data is retained for a full year unless you choose to destroy it. Now I'm going to pop over to app.viberails.io and log in using the same credentials I used via the command line setup. After that, I land inside of this simplified LimaCharlie application we created for Viberails, and I'm presented with a list of all of my teams. If this is your first time into the app, you will only see the one you just created, but I've been doing a bunch of testing, so I have another team set up here. And this is probably a good time for me to mention that the free tier includes 2 teams, each with 2 EDRs and as many agentic data sources as you want. I'm going to click on Demo, which brings us inside the tenant and can see the single agentic data source we have coming in. Because this is a demo, I only have the one, but you can be attached to as many different agentic systems as you want across as many machines as you have on your team. I'm going to click on the data source and am presented with a list of the telemetry that has already come in from the agent. If we click on one, we can see the detailed JSON that represents that event. There is a bunch of metadata captured, but most importantly, we can see the command that was run or the tool call that was made, which is where we can do some of the intervention if we don't like what is happening. The total round trip time from us seeing something we don't like on the endpoint to blocking it on the endpoint is 50 milliseconds on average. It's super fast and does not introduce any noticeable latency into the experience of the operator working with the agent. Everything on the back end happens at wire speed, but the list of telemetry we're looking at here in the UI shows up with a slight delay, which is really just for efficiency. If you need to see things happen in real time for debugging or whatever reason, you can click on the Live Feed tab, which once connected will show events almost immediately when they hit the back end. I'm not doing anything on that machine right now because I'm recording this, but this is where it will show up. And finally, we have an Analytics tab, which will give us an easy-to-read graph showing activity across the whole team. And we just created this, so it's not very interesting, but over time, this will be populated with a bunch of data. And now, by clicking on the name of our org up here in the breadcrumb trail, I find myself back on the page with the list of the agentic data sources for my team. And if I scroll down, I will see a list of all the default detection rules that Viberails is shipped with. The default rules offer some great general coverage. We have rules for detecting if someone tries to tamper with the Viberails binary itself, destructive deletes, if your agent tries to send an email, access credentials, tamper with configurations, persistence modifications, SSH key access, encryption, and suspicious TLDs. Individual rules can be toggled on and off on the side. And if we pop into one, you can see that the rules are written in the standard LimaCharlie YAML format. We have the detection component up top and the response component below. Essentially, if the detection fires, the response action gets triggered. All of the default rules are set to report by default, but can easily be modified to block the execution. On the side of the UI, we have another toggle to switch the rule on and off, along with a tagging feature where we can apply tags to the individual rules that can then be used by other rules or various systems within the larger LimaCharlie SecOps Cloud platform to great effect. We also have an expiration date if we only want this rule applied for a specific amount of time. And there is a comment field to leave some notes about what it is this rule does and why you created it, which is, again, great for working on with teams. And then finally, if we scroll down on the right side, we can see some examples which include a snippet showing you how to update the response into a blocking action. And I think that brings us to the end of this demonstration. This is the Viberails agentic security solution, which is kind of like a firewall between your agentic systems and dangerous tool calls. If you have any questions, there are links to the GitHub repo, our community discourse, and a contact form all on the Viberails website at viberails.io. We would love to hear from you and would love any feedback. Bye for now.